You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're not broken. You're just frozen. There's a war happening inside your nervous system. And no one ever told you that abuse doesn't always leave bruises. Sometimes it leaves stagnancy, silence, a quiet kind of chaos that stops you from showing up for your own life. You want to do more, be more. You feel the weight of all your God-given gifts just sitting in your chest, unbirthed, unrealized, stuck. And you hate yourself for it. You call it laziness, procrastination, self-sabotage. But what if it's not that at all? What if you're stuck because your mind was trained by somebody else to fear your own power? So let's talk about narcissistic abuse. Not the kind that just yells in your face, but the subtle kind. The kind that looks like you're too sensitive. Who do you think you are? You're always ruining everything. You'll never make it without me. The kind of abuse that hijacks your thoughts and replaces them with doubt, with shame, with hesitation, because that's how narcissistic control works. It doesn't just break your heart, it rewires your brain. And now you're here, years later, trying to build a life, trying to chase dreams, trying to write a book, start the business, apply for the job, speak on the stage, but you freeze. Your body says no, even when your heart says go, because the fear was programmed. And the stagnancy, it's not who you are, it's who you were trained to become. That's why your healing starts with awareness. Not willpower, not hustle, not motivation speeches, not various YouTube videos, but it starts with awareness of the thoughts that are looping in your mind. The ones that say, why bother? I'll fail anyway. I'm not ready. It's safer to stay here. Whose voice is that really? Is it yours? Or is it the echo of the one who needed you small to feel big? You were born with potential. You were born with brilliance. But then came the rewiring. Every insult became an internal belief. Every manipulation became a mental block. And now, the cage isn't physical, it's cognitive. But the good news? Cages made of thoughts can be broken by truth. So here's what you do. You start observing your thoughts. You start questioning them. Who told me I wasn't good enough? Who benefits from me staying stuck? What proof do I have that I can't change? Then you start replacing the lies. I'm too much becomes I'm powerful. I'll fail anyway becomes every step forwards is success. I don't have what it takes becomes I'm becoming who I was always meant to be. This isn't about just thinking positive. It's about reclaiming the part of you that the narcissist buried. Your fire, your voice, your vision, your God-given potential. You're not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because you were trained to fear your own light. But the fact that you're here, listening to this, means that the light is still there. It's waiting, glowing beneath the rubble, unkillable, unstealable. And now you get to rise, one belief at a time, one thought at a time, and one brave, quiet step at a time. But here's what they don't tell you. You don't get a new life with the same self-concept. You can want more, you can pray more, you can journal until the ink runs dry. But if deep down you still see yourself as broken, undeserving, and incapable, you'll keep circling the same reality in different packaging. Because your results don't come from what you wish for, they come from what you believe you are. So let me ask you, who are you? Not who trauma made you, not who the narcissist projected onto you, but who you truly are. Because your self-concept is a thermostat of your life. You can turn up the heat with action, grind, and goals, but if your internal setting is stuck on, I'm not worthy, I mess things up, I'm not the kind of person who succeeds, your nervous system will pull you right back to what's familiar, even if it hurts. That's why healing is more than coping, it's recreating, it's choosing a self-image that aligns with your calling, not your conditioning. You weren't meant to keep living out of a script someone else wrote for you. It's time for you to be the author now. So start small. Say, I'm safe to shine. I am becoming a person who follows through. I'm allowed to take up space and succeed. Say it even when it feels like a lie, because repetition rewires belief, and belief builds identity, and identity shapes results. If you plant your dreams in shame, fear, and self-rejection, they won't grow. But if you root them in truth, in compassion, in courage, in possibility, you'll bloom into someone even your past can't recognize. This is where your power begins, not in doing more, but in becoming more. Until the next one.